Whatever Kool-Aid Brock Purdy is drinking, I don't want none of it, because that's just straight up delusional what he said. What's the move, y'all? It's your boy D-Smooth, and Brock Purdy sat there with a straight face and said he is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. We're going to break down on why he's not a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. And I can literally name 10 quarterbacks better than him, just like that, with ease, by the snap of a finger. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and congratulations to Brock Purdy, by the way, because he did sign a new contract worth over $200 million, by $53 million a year. Well deserved, after playing under that rookie contract that he had when he was Mr. Irrelevant and the last pick in the draft. And let's go and get this out the way. He did deserve that contract. Only one reason, and one reason only. Because you saved Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch's job. Because at the end of that, this is the same team that gave up all the draft capital to go and draft Trey Lance. How'd that work out? That man was struggling reading defenses. This is the same quarterback that my Dallas Cowboys had in his final preseason game with the Dallas Cowboys. He threw 5 interceptions in a preseason game. Not a regular season game, ladies and gents, a preseason game against third stringers, against backups, against guys who probably didn't even make the damn roster themselves. He threw 5 interceptions. So I don't want to hear anything about the 49ers and Trey Lance in the same conversation, because Brock Purdy saved their ass. Once Brock Purdy came in, once Jimmy G went down, the San Francisco 49ers went to back-to-back NFC Championship games. Arguably should have won the first one, but he ended up getting hurt. And in that second one, obviously, they went on comeback win against the Detroit Lions, and they went to the Super Bowl and lost to Swifty fans and the Kansas City Chiefs in that Super Bowl, which they had a lead on Kyle Shanahan, and he blew another lead in the Super Bowl. But Brock Purdy making $53 million a year for that sole reason, he does deserve that. But if you want to go to his play on the field, absolutely damn not. Because I don't look at Brock Purdy as a guy that can make guys better around him. A guy like Deebo Samuel, we seen the numbers what it like when Deebo was off the field and when Deebo was on the field when Brock Purdy. Basically, you've seen a huge difference. Christian McCaffrey, who was a top 3 running back in the NFL when healthy. And when Brock Purdy was playing and when Christian McCaffrey was right, he was the engine of that offense. He was the fruit in the smoothie. He was making everything taste good and look good. Then also you got the best left tackle in the entire NFL in Trent Williams. Then you got George Kittle, a top 3 tight end in the NFL. Then you got obviously Brandon Ayuk, who's one of the best route runners in the NFL. You have an underrated receiver in Jennings. So you literally had everything on offense. And then turn around, you have the brilliant play calling of a Kyle Shanahan, which you do have to have the IQ now. Now, I do like certain throws that Brock Purdy does. He throws with good anticipation. Obviously, he has good IQ as far as, changing stuff at the line and reading the defenses. So I will give him that. But then you go to the offense as well. You did have a guy named Fred Warner. You do have a Bosa. You did have an Armstead. You did have a Hargrove. You had guys on that defensive line who can go get the quarterback with just 4. Like I said, you also had Fred Warner. To me, he's the best middle linebacker in all of football. You have a Tre'Davious Ward. You had a Jimmy Ward. You had everything on defense. There was no weakness on that 49er defense. There was also no weakness on that San Francisco 49ers offense. So, hell yeah, you're going to look good. And they just need a guy that just didn't screw up the game. They didn't need a Jimmy G who was going to turn the ball over. They didn't need a Jimmy G who was going to make questionable, dumb decisions in closing moments of the game. Brock Purdy made the good plays. And he's good at using his legs. But he's a guy that you have to put great guys around him in order for him to do good. Now, let's just be honest. Every quarterback needs good players around him. Let's go and get it out there. Yes, I understand that. But these 4 guys that I'm finna name, you can put some good players, maybe marginal players, and they're going to make them even better. Lamar Jackson. Has Lamar Jackson ever really had a true number 1 wide receiver on his team? No disrespect to Zay Flowers. I view him as a number 2, not a number 1. And his most explosive weapon that he used was Mark Andrews, was a tight end. And we've seen Isaiah Likely showing up to the party, making guys better. Joe Burrow, who is an elite quarterback. I believe, even with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, I still believe he can put up excellent numbers if one of them was not there. We seen what he did when he had just Jamar Chase. He can still put up numbers. Patrick Mahomes, after Tyreek Hill left, the man went to go win back-to-back Super Bowls. And you had Travis Kelce, who was the best receiving tight end probably in NFL history, and is the best tight end in the NFL. Not right now, but he was a few years ago. As far as last year and the year before and the year before that, he still was able to win with just a tight end and just marginal receivers, just around. You can just throw Rashee Rice and goddamn Kadarius Toney. He was able to win the Super Bowl with him, and we all know how bad his hands was. So those are the 3. And also Josh Allen. What did Josh Allen do without a true number 1 wide receiver last year? Oh, he didn't do nothing but take the Bills to the AFC Championship game, with James Cook also cooking in the backfield. But now he had an okay defense, but Josh Allen, an elite quarterback. So that's 4 elite quarterbacks that I see that you can have marginal pieces around them or just good players around them. They're going to get the job done. Because we seen what happened when you had Derrick Henry with Lamar Jackson. They basically should have won that AFC Championship game if it wasn't for Mark Andrews and Lamar Jackson BSing in that game against the Bills in the postseason. So here are the 10 quarterbacks that I believe that Brock Purdy is not better than. Let's just go through. Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Kyler Murray, CJ Stroud, Jane Daniels, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts. I mean, damn. I mean, you want me to keep going? Because, I mean, there's a lot more I could go to. Like, Matthew Stafford. I mean, damn, like, he's not a top 10 quarterback. He dead ass is not a top 10 quarterback. He thinks he is, but he's not. And that's okay to have the confidence and all the stuff to think you're a top 10 quarterback, but you're just not. And I could literally go more down the list on guys that are better than you. Hell, low-key, I'll take Geno damn Smith over Brock Purdy, and that's just me. So, at the end of the day, little confidence by Brock Purdy, but he's not a top 10 quarterback. He's just not. And I think the 49ers, I think their championship window is closed, because now that you paid Brock Purdy all this money, and yeah, you got George Kittle and Fred Warner, both of them locked up, you're basically not strapped against the cap. I don't know what else you can do now, because now your quarterback is going to command a lot of that cap hit. I don't think next year, but this year, but I think starting off, a lot of that cap hit is going to hit on the roster. Now, of course, you can restructure and push it down the line and stuff like that. But are you sure you want to do what my Dallas Cowboys did? Keep pushing that shit down the line? Because look what I'm doing with that. Giving him $60 million a year, and we all know he ain't no $60 million quarterback. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Was I wrong for basically having Brock Purdy outside the top 10? Is he a top 10 quarterback? Is the 49ers championship window closed? So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Leave it a comment in the comment section. Like the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all next video. Y'all be smooth.